Hello everyone, my name is Jose Martinez, and the language I picked to go over is Swift. We start with some history. Swift was started in 2010 by Chris Latner and was further developed by Apple to replace Objective-C. Some goals of Swift were to have a high level of readability with a high level of code safety while still being efficient. And these were all goals because Objective-C lacked all these things. Some uses of Swift are that it is used by Uber, Slack, Facebook, is used in macOS and iOS, and for general server-side development. Some features are that Swift is compiled, has static typing, supports object-oriented programming, and it has automatic memory management. And it supports the paradigms of concurrency, functional programming, and imperative programming. And it is also a high-level language with type safety, and it has more overhead than C, which makes it a little slower. Some basics quickly here are that this is how a print statement looks like in Swift. And you'll notice that unlike many other languages, you don't have like a formatting specifier. Instead, you use a backslash to indicate you are now providing the value of a variable. Additionally, this is how declaration for a class looks. And as you can see, very similar to a bunch of other languages, but one thing that you will note is that it's kind of similar to Go in the sense that the variable type is after the variable name. Now we're going to be going over our demonstration in VS Code. Okay, now we're going to be going over my example program. So to start off with, to compile the program, you use the command Swift C, and then you run the executable, very similar to C and C++. Now, what this program does is that it outputs today's date, which is November 9th, and whatever date it is when you run the program, it will output that. And then it asks you to enter a year. So if I enter 2020, it's going to tell me that on this day, meaning November 9th in 2020, it was a Monday. And in 1900, it was a Friday on this date. So this is done in Swift using a date variable, which is a type that's provided in the Swift standard library. And what I'm using is a date wrapper, which is my own custom class. And I'm inputting the today's date and printing what it is in the value in this date variable. And then this while loop will call this function called day at year, which will output the day of the week it was on this date in that year. So let me show you the class I wrote. It's very similar to a bunch of other object-oriented programming languages in the concept that I have members, uh, constructors, and methods. Thank you for watching this video, and here are some sources that I used while producing this video.